Okay, I'm back. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna actually take out some of this stuff to check my healing and check everything, really. Let's check everything. Check every damn thing. Check DPS, check heals, make sure we're on current fight. DPS was okay there. Right, this is gonna be a we got time to kill. I mean, I gotta kill a half hour of shield wall cooldown. I'm just holding Alt 3 down so only my tanks are swinging right now. And I guess rogues swing too, because I still haven't fixed that. And let's slam these guys. 2700 DPS, 3200 DPS, 3100 DPS. And they are on the rogues. The rogues are probably evading. One of my rogues is out of flash powder, so he's not going to vanish anymore. Why am I not taunting? Why is auto taunt not happening anymore? The thing... Oh, maybe... No? There's no reason that auto taunt shouldn't be happening. There's my taunt right there. Back those hunters up. I got 4 hunters tonight. Four hunters, 4 rogues. It's crazy. Let's come up here. These suckers. Smacking these guys. Do my rogues actually have poison on though? I'm not so sure. One of them does. Is that poison or wound poison? Nope, instant poison. That's right. And heals are going off now. Good. Good. If you are in chat, if you happen to tune into my raid, unadvertised raid, and you are in chat, say something, otherwise I will not know you're there. All three. All three. All three. Now, when you hold all 3 down to start a fight, your guy is going to seek around, your tank is going to seek around and try to find people who aren't on tanks. In fact, you can do that at any time during a fight when you're hitting 3. Just hold Alt down for a second and it'll switch to the next target who's not on a tank. Like that guy's on Quattro. And this raid is 2 healed, which I never do. This is a new experiment. I'm experimenting with comps. I'm trying to find comps that will kill Jindu, actually. I've been really working hard on Jindu. Harder than I should be working, mostly because I'm clueless and I don't know how to kill Jindu. And not getting a lot of great advice from my multi-boxing gurus. Other than, you know, DPS harder! Well, I'm going to DPS harder. Here you go. DPSing harder. It doesn't get any harder than 2 healing AQ20. Kashmi is circling the drain. And Shaman... Quattro is circling the drain. They are drained. But, I mean, the main purpose of pulling these packs right now is to shake it out and make sure everything's working. There's one other purpose of pulling these packs. It's to reset the cooldown to shield wall. What? Yeah, this guy. 17 minutes to kill. These swarm guards. They just kind of walk up to me and have an attitude. And they're like, yeah, we're going to swarm you. We're swarm guards. And they don't drop any loot. It's very unblizz-like. Probably don't drop loot because they respawn fast, maybe? I don't know. I don't think they respawn fast. But anything that respawns fast generally doesn't drop loot because they don't want you leveling off them. Like, you know, Ghost Mouse leveling. Hunter's back up. Hunters had a huge bug fix today or last night, and they now do aim shot. You can see my hunters over there doing aim shot, and they are now on the top of the charts again. Well, not in that battle because they started out, you know, stacked. Doesn't count if you start out stacked. Oh man, but Jindu, man, it's got me down. It's got me really down. I feel like I'm a failure. But I believe that this composition is a Jindu killer. If I can make it work on Kurinax, that tells me I have enough healing to pull this off. Whoa, there's a big pull. If I can make it through this pull. Nope. Cannot make it through this pull. I mean, I can make it through this pull, but I cannot make it through this pull without letting people die. You don't want people to die. One of my healers died. That's like the worst type of person to let die. I should do better. But I'm a Jindu failure. I'm a Jindon't. Think you're gonna Jindu? I'm a Jindon't. Jin sucks. Drink, res, reset. So what happened there? What happened there was, will I multi-box in retail vanilla with 40 tunes? Only if it's free. Only if it's free. Because you can't make any money doing this. There is one other possibility, and I've only talked to a few people about it, but it is this idea of co-op multi-boxing. So if people trust me, what I can do is I can actually take a whole bunch of accounts, bundle them all together secretly. I can't really stream this, and then multi-box with them and get them in at a time that's convenient for me, because I don't like raiding. I don't like meeting at a set time. I don't like doing everything at once. I like doing a boss, walking away, watching TV, taking a bath, whatever, man. I just, you know, I like moving at my own pace. So if people are willing to do that, then maybe. The real problem with vanilla WoW, if they really do come out with vanilla WoW with the same leveling rate, I don't have the time or inclination. So they absolutely have to sell me a level 60. This is all I have time for, is endgame. I don't have time for this whole process of leveling and actually, you know what? I'm going to come over here and buff up a little more. I don't have time for this 30 days to level 60 crap. That's just not going to happen for me. So if that's the way they decide they're going to go, they don't got me. First off, it's bad enough leveling one guy to level 60, but I like multi-boxing. So trying to level even 5 guys to level 60 is a 15-month effort, or 5-month effort, I should say. That's 5 man months. So how long would that take? I mean, it took years for me to get like 3 guys leveled in WoW, in original vanilla. Years. And yeah, so there has to be some sort of storefront where I can buy level 60s, bypass the leveling, for me to even consider it. For me to really even consider playing. Because I am not slow leveling. I don't believe in leveling. I never have. I mean, people who know me know that I am very anti-leveling. I like Call of Duty. You jump in Call of Duty or any first-person shooter, you're not leveling. Yes, there are levels, but the playing field is level from the beginning. Everybody is the same. And sure, you got some unlocks, you got some skins and stuff like that, but no, everybody starts on the same flat leveling field. People who have been playing Call of Duty for years don't hit any harder than you do with a shotgun. It all comes down to their own personal skill. So he's multi-boxing Legion with 5 accounts. It was expensive at the start, but only $50 a month for me now. Yeah, and live WoW, I mean, it is free. You know, it is, if you don't mind putting in the time to farm for money, you can actually play free. That's why multi-boxing is a big deal on live WoW now, because there are a bunch of multi-boxers who have their system set up. They can get more money than anybody else very easily, and they can play for free. And you know, that's really important. You have to be able to play for free. You can't be paying $400 a month to multi-box, and I'm not gonna. I mean, I got it, but I ain't gonna spend it on that. You know, that's a car payment. That's my retirement. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna buy Bitcoin. I'm gonna be a billionaire. And that's right. I mean, it's one of the big benefits of multi-boxing is you play when you want to play. You always have a group. Everybody's up for rating whenever you're up for rating. And it totally changes, for a busy person like me, it changes the dynamic of how you play. And for a person who doesn't like sitting for hours on end, I really can only take about 2 hours at a time. When I'm down for 3 hours, I feel sick. Bring a defibrillator. Yeah, I haven't quite found a massive gold making way yet. Couple of mil a month, you can just buy tokens. Yeah, exactly. With 5 guys, you're probably not gonna find that massive gold making way. It would be, you know, you have the time intensive. All right, everybody covers a profession, and we make professions, and we go freaking gather and farm and stuff like that. But with 10 guys or 20 guys, now you're farming raids, and you can make big money. And that's what the big multi-boxers do. Here on vanilla, even with 5 guys, you can already make big money because you can farm ZG trash. And ZG trash is the biggest of big money. ZG trash is where you're going to buy your epic mounts. ZG trash is where you're going to pay for extra gear, all your auction house gear. And what? You got the raptor, you fag! Unbelievable. Alright, another multi-boxer has This guy. See this? See this? Look at that. Look at that. The Raptor. This just dropped for Zolder. Multi-boxer using my stuff. Just, I mean, not even 2 weeks after I got mine. So he should delete it. He should delete it out of respect, is all I'm saying. And, you know, try again. It's just not fair. Probably get the tiger mount tonight too when he goes in. Okay. So let's see if our 2 heals can heal these 2. Bring the rogues in and go nuts. Looking at our heals, I only have 2. They're up above my guys. So watch what these 2 guys are doing. And that went well. That went well. So now I don't know. I may have a little hope. But look how much they burn through. So I think I'm going to have to limit their heals. Let's bring the heals down to... We're going to bring the heals down to 4 and maybe 2 on priest. I don't know why I was editing the druid. Somebody should heal me now, though. Good boys. You haven't paid your dues. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't let anybody die. Don't let anybody die. Alright. Did I just burn my shield wall? No. Okay. Stop burning your shield wall. You should actually prevent shield wall. So I was a guy talking to you about MC the other day. Hey man, did you do MC? Oh come on man, MC doesn't reset till tomorrow. Don't be a noob. Don't be a noob, son. Can't do MC when it hasn't reset yet. Resets on Friday night. So yeah, bee juice, dude, bee juice. It's a gold mine. It's the most liquid form of currency in Vanilla WoW besides currency. So you definitely want to use those. Now, when you're doing a whole bunch of, and you're using the 3 button, you're not using your AoE button, tab around. Tab around and make the warlocks dot up everybody, every single mob. When you make the warlocks dot up where was he going? Do I have somebody who's missing from the raid? Was he chasing down somebody? I know those things aren't like, they don't flee. My gosh, I'm already full again. This is ridiculous. No radiant leggings. No needler. Does anybody want this needler? I gotta have another Goodwill giveaway. Well, did I reset my... Let's reset and see if these healing limits are going to be okay. I limited the healing, the shaman healing level to 4, the priest healing level to 2, but you know the priest is using greater heals, so that still hits really hard and also takes up a lot of... what am I doing? Come here. I alt forward and brought everybody over. Turned everybody around, but that means got to back those hunters up again. Okay, this looks good. These heals aren't really landing. Why are they cutting it out? They're doing the quick heal. A quick heal will cancel a heal spell if two people are healing the same thing, but two people should never heal the same thing with 5-minute multiboxing. Unless it's an emergency heal. That's different. Now, quick heal, I don't think emergency heals auto-cancel, because I don't use quick heal to do emergency heals. Maybe I could be wrong about that. I'm playing on William Reuter. I'm playing on vanillagaming.org, a free server that is the oldest continuous vanilla WoW server on the planet. And Blizzard can't get to it because it's in Serbia or some other place like that. So, yo, shit's safe here. Yo, hunters. Seriously. Back to fruit up. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. Tab around, make your warlocks dot, but they're not dotting. I'm seeing a lot of... Oh, is that Scorch? That's fine. I don't mind Scorch. Okay, so this pull is going to tell me whether we're going to be okay or not. We have 2 shield walls up. Yes, we have 2 shield walls up. Should be fine. Let's buff up a little bit. Actually, if you target the boss during this buff and hit the buff key, this is one of the bosses that if you target him while you're buffing, I will cast Amplify Magic. And for this boss, he doesn't do any magic damage. It's all horribly hard melee damage. And so Amplify Magic is entirely appropriate. And the next boss, by the way, there is some magic damage in the Rageaxe fight, but if you dodge out of it, you can miss most of it. And we may see that, or this may be a really short trip, as Han Solo once said, and we may get yanked right back into the Death Star. All right, we're ready to go. Pulling the rogues up with me, throwing cupcakes over here. Another fine warrior. And let's get this sucker started. I'm going to throw some Sunders on him. And then I'm going to pull with Cupcake, actually. Because you really just want to taunt whenever the guy has 2 stacks. And your stacks have fallen off. Do not use burst. And sand trap in 5 seconds. Oh, that was cutting it close. You really want your other warrior to be out of the sand trap. So we're not using burst. We are trapped. This guy is off. So I'm using Alt-1, Alt-1 to switch leaders of the fight. I use Alt-1 and then I taunt. Taunt only works when you are the focus in 5-minute multiboxing. Taunt is Alt-2. How are we doing? This is 3,000 DPS. It's not bad. It's not bad. I expected more from this, the DPS raid. There's 3,000. Okay, I'm going to shield wall now. And he's not shield walling. Wow. Why did he not hit shield wall? Shield wall. Man, I hit 666. Was I hitting the wrong button? And we're going to burst. Burst, burst, burst. Oh my gosh. The freaking rogues aren't over here. Wow. The rogues weren't over there to burst. We're getting the rogues in right now. May still make it. Yeah, we still made it. That was sloppy, but because we had so much DPS and so little heals, we won. That would normally have been a fail for me in other comps. And I'm really pissed that my 6 key did not pop shield wall on Eversmall. But we did do Curinax with 1 shield wall with only 2 heals. So that already tells me there's something special going on here. This is good. This is really good. Let's see what Curinax dropped. Junk, junkity, junk, junk, junk. Super junk. So junk. Dropped sales gear, basically. That is going to pay my subscription to Vanilla Gaming. P.S. The subscription to Vanilla Gaming is $0. You don't pay nothing to play here. This is a free-to-play site. There is some pay-to-play here. You can buy up to Tier 1 and a couple of AQ20 pieces. You can buy some AQ20 gear. You cannot buy anything from BWL. Anything from AQ40. Too bad. You must L2P. You must learn to play. I have absolutely no problem with them financing their server in that fashion, and I wish Blizzard would do the same thing with Vanilla WoW, because you know, if you would allow people to pay for endgame gear, and you would allow people to pay for level 60s in just the exact model of vanillagaming.org, you have something. You have something that's going to keep people coming back. It doesn't ruin the game. Quite the contrary. It puts you in the game when you otherwise would not be in the game. As I've very pointedly said, if I'm going to be putting 25 man days or even 20 man days into getting to level 60, I will not be playing. There is no chance. The world has moved on. People cannot put that kind of time in to a character they really want to play just for endgame. Yes, I know. A lot of people are against that. And believe me, I won't be making this decision for everybody. But is it really pay to win if you just get, you know, your dungeon set, or if you can buy T1 pieces, which maybe T1 is going too far, but I think T1's okay. If you pay a lot for it, if you have to pay a lot for it, I think T1's probably okay. And who wants these? Man, I hate freaking figuring out who gets this crap. I wish it would just show me. Show me what would drop, what you would get out of it. I'm just going to give it to a rogue who doesn't have it. He has it. He has it. Give me another rogue. Give me another rogue. Rogue, 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 rogue. I mean, we're never going to get that freaking rep anyway until we actually start being able to kill some AQ40 bosses. And that thing, yeah, so if some people work for months for it and you roll in with a credit card and get it in 10 minutes, it's probably not okay. The reason that it's okay is because you would want to do that too. You would want to roll in with a credit card and do it too. And you have the money, but you don't want to spend the money. And as long as you can always get by your own labor that which somebody is paying money for, within reason. I'm not saying put AQ20 and high warlord gear on the store. Nobody's saying that. But as long as you get some, some lower pieces that will get you into raid, that will populate those raids early, I personally have no problem with it. And the reason I know I have no problem with it is because I've been playing on a server that does exactly that. You know what I don't play on, what I hate, and the servers that are absolutely worthless? The servers that are absolutely worthless are the fun servers, where you just roll in, you pick all the gear you want, everything's free. It is the level battlefield. It is the level playing field that I was talking about with Call of Duty, right? No doubt about it. But you get everything from the beginning. It's like, oh geez, what did I just do? Oh my gosh, I was distracted. We are going to Rajax unready. We'll talk more about that free-to-play thing maybe afterward, but right now we're in deep trouble. This is a wipe waiting to happen. All right, I put my off tank on every captain that comes out. The off tank goes on those captains. And then we try to gather everybody up here and really pay attention to this guy with the blue square. This guy must not die. So whenever that guy is actually fighting somebody, you must take action. And you must pull peeps off that guy. All right, this guy pops a really powerful fear. That was a harsh fear. Let's drink. Okay, watch your blue square. You get right in on that blue square and you save blue square every single time. You don't let anybody touch that blue square. That blue square is your ticket to victory, to an easy victory. Unfortunately, we lost Flame Shock, and I don't have a Druid in this raid, so we don't get to... Well, we do get to res, actually. Res. He's rezzing? Is he rezzing? I think he's rezzing. Look at that, he rezzed. Okay, look at blue square going up, being the tryhard. Make sure blue square does not get drilled. There's no tryhard blue square. Oh crap. We want to get out of that thunderclap, out of that thunderstorm. Look at that, Flame Shock died again. You bastard! How could you leave me? Okay, set everybody up again. Blue square survived. Oh my gosh, blue square survived. Watch blue square. Of course, watch your guys too. I mean, you don't want anybody dying, but you can easily win this battle with 3 or 4 guys dead. Is blue square being attacked? No! Now I'm not so sure. Oh my gosh, why am I doing that? Why am I making everybody follow? I put my captain on the wrong guy. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. It would have helped to have a better setup, you know, but Is that the main reason we lost? I'm not sure. We let blue square die. Okay, so if you do let blue square die, you probably deserve to die here. Because blue square gives you 200 heals per second raid wide. Now, you can't help but win if you have 200 heals per second raid wide. Okay, well, we're going to try and take the tank and hope for the best. The best was on hover. Well, my healers were dead, so you can hope for the best, but if you have no healers, the best won't be good enough. So yeah, but here's the thing. Here's the thing about money and stores and game stores. And I'm going to caveat this with the idea that I'm not talking about being able to buy the best of the best stuff, all right? But being able to buy a minimum set of stuff that gets you into the game, there is a great similarity to walking up with your credit card because you have a job and can do it, and not wanting to pay that money, but being able to get the same items in the game through working, through trading your time to the game. It's very similar to actually having a job and paying with money. Now, what are the downsides of that? Well, there's a very big downside. The guy who walks up with a credit card and just lays his money down doesn't participate in the game. He's not going in dungeon groups. He's not helping in the social chat on the server, and he's generally not contributing as much to the MMO aspect of the game when he just walks up and buys stuff. But what if that same guy does not have the time to play the game to that point and would not otherwise play the game? What I submit to you is people like me, people who have intense careers and don't have a whole ton of extra time to do these things, cannot spare the time to grind out the gear. Certainly imagine me trying to put 30 days played in to get to level 60 on vanilla gaming, on WoW Classic. It's just never going to happen. So it's either that for me or not play. And I guarantee you I'll contribute a lot more to the server if I'm actually playing at some point than if I never play at all. And that's why it's not ruining the game for me that people can pay to win. There's another aspect to it. There's another very important aspect to it that goes far beyond the gaming aspect and is fundamental to the idea of these servers existing. And that is, somebody has to pay the bills. And like it or not, those people who are ponying up with the credit cards, they are going to pay more of the bills than people paying a monthly subscription. I guarantee you, if they do put a storefront in, you will essentially be able to play for free. What if they put a storefront in like vanilla gaming and they realize, well, this storefront is going to make so much money, we don't even have to charge anybody to play. And the best they're going to get is T1 gear. Bunch of suckers. Not even T1 gear. Don't even give them T1 gear. The best they're going to get is that horrible Dungeon 1.5 gear. That T 1.5 dungeon gear that takes forever and a day to obtain. If they pay the bills, if they pay for the server and allow you to play for free, I mean, that's a big benefit to you. Especially, you know, if you don't really have a big source of income. And that comes home squarely on servers like this. VanillaGaming.org is coming down to 10 years in existence right now. And the only reason that it exists, after all of this, after all the heartache everybody went through to bring it up, keep it up, go through all the drama, get Nax working, get all the other raids halfway working, the only reason is money. These servers don't run on volunteerism, although I don't want to take away from how much the GMs contribute. GMs don't get much of anything out of helping out here. The main GM of this server is MIA. He's hardly here at all. He's enjoying the money. But without that guy getting the money, we wouldn't be on VanillaGaming.org at all. This guy right here, Eversmile, this warrior, this guy's been around for 5 years. Now, I haven't been playing him for 5 years, but he was around for 5 years. I forgot about him. I came back. He's still there after 5 years. 5 years is an eternity in gaming. And this server has been there, consistent throughout. I mean, if you look at the Elysium experiment, the return of Nostralius, it lasted a year. Do you use a macro for decurse? Kind of. I use decursive for decursing, but I actually I actually use code to decide who and when to decurse, because decursive will interrupt any spell if you simply put it in their macros. They'll just keep checking decursive and their spells will be interrupted and they'll never heal, or they'll never cast an offensive spell. So I do use decursive still. I'm trying to get rid of it, but I ran Shazra the other day and my own code just was not decursing in Shazra. I turned decursive back on and the decursing started working and I downed Shazra. So I retreated from my plan of removing decursive from the package so far. If we take that route, retail will be credit card warriors and the rest of the people will go back to private for the authentic experience. Well, not everybody has a credit card. See, that's never going to happen. That's the thing about pay to play. I don't know if you know this, but you know all those games that you have on your phone that are pay to play, pay to win? They're free to play, but pay to win. Anything called free to play, you know, the South Park one, freemium isn't free. If it's free to play, then there's there's somebody trying to pay to bypass some of the content, to bypass some of the grinding. All right? Now it's all just bypassing grinding. Never forget that. You're really just bypassing grinding. And as long as free to play people have a chance to get what you get, pay to play is tolerable in my opinion. Now, if there are pay to win people who can buy stuff you can never get without money, now I have a problem with it. But forget that. The point is, he says credit card warriors are going to come in and everybody else is going to leave. That is never going to happen and has never happened in the history of free to play. The reason that doesn't happen is because you can feel good about yourself when you get the stuff for free. Who of us hasn't played a free-to-play game on a phone and never spent a cent? Hearthstone, never spent a cent. Plants vs. Zombies, the card game, never spent a cent. And yet, we worked our ass off and we got some of those cards that people are paying to buy packs for. And they buy pack after pack after pack just to get one card, and we got it. We got it by playing arenas in Hearthstone. We got it for free. There's a lot of pride of ownership there. That's pride in a product. That's pride in work. And it really does happen. And that's why it won't be a bunch of credit card warriors with everybody else going back for the authentic experience on free servers. Because we're going to get the stuff for, you know, those of us who are try-hard workers who don't want to spend any money are going to get the stuff anyway. We're going to get it with hard work. Are we going to resent the credit card warriors who roll up and just buy their tier 1? Yeah, a little bit. They can't buy R14 High Warlord gear. They won't even be able to buy R13 Warlord gear. Blizzard would never do that. You have to have some tiers above the highest purchase tier to grind out and work for. But yeah, they're going to be bypassing some content. Yes, there will be some resentment there from people who, you know, don't understand that those people are really paying the bills. But what I really wanted to get to is, okay, those phone games, right? Those phone games that you play, the free-to-play ones. Dude, I know some people on the inside of those phone games, and I kid you not, some people on those free-to-play games, all right, spend $50,000. It is not unheard of for $25,000 to be spent on free-to-play games like Hearthstone. They call those guys whales, just like they call them in Vegas. And just like, I guess it was Asmodon said, you'll understand a lot of what gaming has become today, especially on phones, if you replace gaming with gambling. They're using the same lessons they learned in gambling to build a gaming base and make money. And it's those guys, the point I'm trying to make is, you got these whales, they're paying the bills. They're paying your bills. So he says he gets that. It's tough for those of us who have jobs these days. I won't be able to play like I used to either, but I'm too concerned about a shop truly ruining what community worked hard to get back. Well, look, you know what? Get on a what they call a pay-to-win server like Vanilla Gaming. All right, this is what a lot of purists will call a pay-to-win server because you can buy gear. All right, the gear's not cheap. A full set of T1 is, I think, 50 euros. Okay, that is not cheap. You will see that the pay-to-win, you really begin to forget the pay-to-win aspect of it. You really begin the raids happen, people raid. The pay-to-winners who with the T1 gear aren't rolling on gear that you want to roll on. You know, gives you more loot to roll on, frankly. So, and you begin to forget about it. You really do. Well, I wonder if this guy was buffed. He wasn't completely buffed. Oh, you know what you also have to do here? You need to buff Andorov. Make sure you buff Andorov. He should have the best of the best. So give him a little bit of that. Give him a little bit of Arcane Brilliance, or it doesn't have to be Arcane Brilliance. It can be just Intellect. Where's my Intellect? There it is. Bam. That's right. That's right. Gaming, whether you like it or not, has kind of moved on. The world has moved on, and the free-to-play, the freemium isn't free thing has kind of taken over. And honestly, I personally am hoping that WoW Classic does borrow some elements from that. What am I doing? See, I'm distracted now. Distracted myself. Now, we're not all going to call for him to go to work. All right, let's try and keep this guy alive this time. And the real main area, like I said, even if they just do, you know, pay to level, pay to be 60, That's the main issue for me. If they just do pay to be 60, I'd be pretty happy with that. I don't really need the gear. I did not, I mean, as a multi-boxer, I didn't rely on the gear to get where I'm at right now. With the exception of 2 tunes. I felt that in my tank, it was helpful that he started out with his storm, I don't know, his dungeon set or whatever. Oh wow, that was a really bad pull. He started out with his dungeon set and you know, the ZG shield, some ZG pieces. We lost Shaman Uno. You know what? I'm going to res him. And we're going to res the other guy. I don't know if we are going to recover from this, but we might. I'm going to keep an eye on the blue square. See, there's somebody, the blue square is tanking somebody right now, and I am seriously looking for my mouse. That's the one main issue with multi-box and WoW in general, is finding your mouse cursor. I'm going to try and res. I'm going to slow down DPS right now, and I'm going to try and hit that res. Yep, we're going to get flame shocked back, so we should be okay. Immediately heal. Immediately tank that guy. Call your rogues again. It's okay to let those guys tank those for a little while. Because they don't, I mean, they hit hard, but, and Flame Shock is dead again. Oh, geez. We got to dodge out of that. Strafe out of that, man. We lost 2 people because I wasn't paying attention to which boss we were on. Do we have enough mana? Nope. So this is bad. And I think we just lost our priest, so this is yet another wipe. Maybe trying to 2 heal this is just a bit aggressive. Maybe I'm not really ready for 2 healing this, but I feel like if I execute perfectly, I can do this. And that's the thing. I mean, perfect execution is a good substitute for incorrect comp. But then again, this is a really hard healing battle, and you might it just might be asking too much of my raid to try and 2 heal through a battle like this. No matter the quality of my healers, which my healers are pretty kitted out right now. So yep, of course you'd pay for 60. What if you had to, you know, do this slow leveling thing? I mean, do you do slow leveling? This is SQS. Do you do slow leveling, 1x leveling on vanilla servers? Because a lot of people have forgotten how slow 1x leveling is. It's really slow. It is so slow. So I might just bring another heal in. A druid healer. I think I'm going to. I'm going to bring a druid healer in. We're going to swap out... we are going to swap out... We'll probably swap out a hunter. Get rid of Monterey and bring in... In fact, I'll do that right now. Right. Yeah, and I think he's talking about there's a charm to leveling that you just don't get if you're pushing through to 60 and all you care about is level 60. That is true. I don't deny that. But for a lot of us, that charm evaporated after the 10th character we leveled. And forget the 10th character. Remember, all those characters that we leveled during all the WoW expansions, we had to go through those start areas again and again and again and again. All right, we've been there, we've done that. What we want to do now is we want that level 60 experience again. We want the raiding experience. We want the fun of getting good loot, and we want a PvP at level 60 with that loot that we get. Punching bear. So let's do that. Another problem with my comp right here is I had no druid. That's 15% stats right off the top that I don't have. That's crazy. You're not even allowed to do that. I don't think it's legal. I do not think it's legal in WoW to try to run AQ20 without a freaking druid. So we're going to stop breaking the rules here. We're getting in. We're going to go kill Rajax. For real. Alright, this is Rajax with 3 heals and a druid. We'll be fine. Yeah, I don't remember the people buying characters from Chinese farmers being that big a deal. And anyway, that's not what was going on back during the High Warlord Drive. What was going on was people were paying Chinese farmers to run their tunes in the battlegrounds to is there still something on this guy? Run their tunes in the battlegrounds to we could skip Rajax for now. Hey, whoa, what's going on here? Did we win? We won! He's gone. Rajax is gone. Oh, there he is. He had to reset. I want to kill Rajax because he is one guy that we can kill. We can also kill IMS, but I don't know if this comp is great for IMS because we have 4 rogues, so this is going to be hard for IMS. Kinda. I guess not. IMS comes down to the ground. Now, having said that about the Chinese farmers in vanilla, they didn't help much. I bought one. I paid a Chinese farmer to run my wife's tune for a week in the battlegrounds. They were terrible. Terrible. It was a sham. It was a racket. They were taking your money, and they were taking your tune most of the time to go farm somewhere. They would spend very little time actually in the battlegrounds. And they would spend a lot of time farming loot, farming stuff in the world. And a lot of people had the same experience. I mean, you get what you pay for. You ain't paying much when you rent a Chinese farmer, and they don't give you much. So, yeah, that was a very short-lived experiment. And Monique went back into the battlegrounds after that week. I was trying to save my marriage, basically. Monique went back into the battlegrounds after that little experiment didn't work out, and got her High Warlord the hard way. And it took way too long and way too much effort, and it was a perfectly dreadful experience, and I never want to go through that again. What are you guys doing over here? Man, get over here. Let me trade some flash powder to that guy. Keeps crying about flash powder. Give me more flash powder. This guy's got total bags of flash powder. Who's that? To shreds, you say? Tar to shreds. There you go. You got tons of flash powder, so shut your mouth. But you have no poison? I don't see any poison on that guy. I'm going to give him poison too. I guess they're not crying about poison because I don't have poison in the buy algorithm. Let's see who else doesn't have poison. Two Shreds, you say, has poison now. Crookshanks, Kimbo Slicer, you got poison. And this guy's trying to delete his thing. This guy don't have no poison. Stabs you. Give Stabs you some poison. This is the kind of thing you got to worry about when you're multi-boxing. You've got to manage everybody's stuff. And you do it partly by writing code that makes people scream when they're out of stuff. Alright. No, this is going to be good now. This is going to be real good. We all buffed up? Are we all buffed up? Let's see what our buffs look like. Bam! I feel like those aren't very tall. But we're going to do it. Let's buff this guy. Alright, alright. You're going to get some intellect. You're going to get some fortitude. And you're going to get Mark of the Wild. That's right. Mark of the Wild. Look at that. This guy's ready to go. He's ready to fight. Let's get to work. Can we not die this time? Normally I roll, truthfully, guys, this is really new territory for me. Normally I roll with 6 healers. And right now I'm only at 3. So I don't even know if what I'm doing is possible. Honestly. Wave 1 of 8. And keep an eye on the captain. This is Queeze. I don't have them all memorized. I don't know what Queeze does. But you know what? When you can keep them glued to you like that, oh yeah, you know you're doing it right. Crookshank, survive, live! Live! You son of a bitch, you must live. Brutalia's pulling the threat. Oh, Queeze is the fear guy. Oh shit, don't do that. Right. F5. Drink. Suckers. Beautiful. Oh, that was a good pull. I always hit Alt-1 a few times on the guy because it makes everybody target him. On the guy I settle on as my first target. Okay. Whoa. Cupcake. When the hunters pull aggro like that, just make them feign death. Shift 1 in 5-minute multi-boxing is feign death. Alright, slow things down, slow things down. Don't want people to follow you up. Man, I keep doing that. Swear to G. Cut it out. Hunters go back. Rogues and tank come up. Alt-5. And then the 1 key. Keep them following you. I think it's bad to let the blue square be the first to taunt. I think that's really bad. You shouldn't let that happen. And I'm repositioning everybody again. You have very little time to reposition in this match. but I have a huge amount of experience doing this, so stand back, I'm a professional. So I open with the Alt key held down just to generate some aggro. Make sure they don't pull like that, but sometimes they still pull. And we just lost Stabsia, I believe. And we are going to be on the 8 key instantly. And Stabsia is coming up. Stabsia is up. So I open with Alt 3 just to make sure. I know I let a swarm guard go by there, but if my guys can't heal through one swarm guard needler, they're not very good. So, and I see no blue square anymore. I feel suddenly lonely. It is a bad day when you lose your blue square. Man, this guy's hitting hard. Okay, I'm gonna drink as soon as this guy's dead. Everybody's alive for wave 6, so I mean, I kind of like our chances, but I don't think we had the storm wave. Did we already do the storm wave? That storm wave is a nasty one. Cupcake is taking it hard. Drink, 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 drink. The Calderai Elite, these soldiers that are fighting along with you, they actually are very helpful. They tank really well. Okay, this is Rajax. You want to have Cupcake tank Rajax off against a wall somewhere. And feel free to hit shield wall if you need to. Cupcake is going to hit shield wall himself. And that's the problem with Rajax. He knocks everybody back and takes people out of the fight. So move the fight down toward him so you're in range of his healers. And this is going to be a tough one. The Calderai Elite are actually tanking Rajax right now, so don't panic. Do I have any rogues up? All right. Yes, I do have rogues. We've got to get them in the fight. And we're going to burst. My hunters are too close. And Eversmile is going down. That sucks. We're going to rogue tank. Maybe the Calderai will tank for us. But we got a lot of Rajax to go. I'm going to try and res somebody with punching bear. Oh, our druid's dead. Alright guys, that's it for me. That is how it goes. Sometimes you don't kill Rageax. Well, I guess I could just go do IMS. Alright, stay with me for one more. We'll just go buy Rageax and we'll go kill IMS. At least get something to drop. No, I don't know if anything would have made the High Warlord grind faster. Blizzard apologized for the whole High Warlord grind thing. They said it was a terrible idea. We'll never do it again. It was a terrible idea. They should never do it again. Dude, you survived. Let's see. Well, see, this comes back to what I was talking about. You go in, you kill a boss, you wipe a few times on another boss, and the great thing about it is when you're a multi-boxer, you can say, it's enough. I'll just leave my guys logged in here, and then go have dinner, go have a drink, go hit the hot tub, go hit the sauna, and then come back, and I'll just pick it up again. So that was good. It was a good, strong Rageax try with 3 heals. Think we can do it. Don't let the blue square guy die. Don't let Lieutenant Andorov die. And if you can, write some code that has your healers actually heal Andorov. I tried to do that once, and it didn't work out very well, so don't have it. But thanks for watching. That's 5-minute multiboxing. You can do it too. Just download it, try it. You can be up in 5 minutes and multiboxing on your own. Check your guys out later.